These tomatoes, onions and melons have just been picked from the occupied territory of the Kharkiv region, says volunteer Maryam Yol. Yol, a former advertising producer, was born and raised here. Since the Russian invasion in 2022, she has dedicated all her time and energy to volunteer work, at first joining the regional charity Volonterska. Then in spring, Yol and her friend Natalia Artyushenko launched a volunteer non-profit project they call the Deoccupation Store, hoping to help local farmers earn some extra money.
There is no work in the villages. Before the war, most of these people worked in the agricultural sector and in tourism. But since the fields remain heavily mined, they cannot work.
These volunteers buy whatever farmers can grow in their own yards and unmined areas and sell it at a makeshift farmers market in Kharkiv city.
The majority is sold to our partners like local restaurants, whom we crossed paths with in what feels like a past life.
Maria Korchma is one of the farmers who rely on the volunteers for help. She lives in the village of Studenok, about 170 kilometers from Kharkiv city. She used to breed nutria as a beef and chicken alternative, but when she was forced to evacuate the farm, she released them all into the wild.
We thought we would take them back when we returned, but only one animal came back.
Now she's planting vegetables and greens in her backyard and sells the small crop to the Deoccupation Store volunteers. The 6 other farmers in Studenok also sell their produce to the Deoccupation Store and live off the proceeds. It helps that the store is in a trendy area of Kharkiv city. Many of the customers are young people, says volunteer Natalia Artyushenko.
They just smell these vegetables and say, yeah, these are real vegetables.
Many regular customers buy a lot of the fresh food and then bring it to the military hospital in Kharkiv city to help wounded soldiers. Anna Kostyuchenko for VOA News, Kharkiv region, Ukraine.